Hello, everyone. This is Todd, and I'm back for the third of three videos emphasizing small increment savings and investing and trying to really encourage people to, um, well, go for their goal of a million or whatever their goal is. And so, what I have here before you is a spreadsheet, and this spreadsheet is Excel based. As you can see, it's called Baby Steps to a Million. And why do I call it Baby Steps to a Million? Is that every one of these steps is 1%. So if you're a baby and you're learning to walk, you're taking a tiny step. Now, as an adult, you can take big steps and little steps. But as a baby, most of your steps are very small. I mean, just a little step is a big thing. And so a little step is a big thing. And this spreadsheet is to show us why a little step is a big thing. And so let's go back to, so as you can see here in this, and I just went up to number one, this is all numbered. And so in this spreadsheet, we're starting off with $2,000, and $2,000 is just a kind of I want to say a base goal. So if you had to open up a brokerage account, an investing account, a TD Ameritrade, a Merrill Edge. I use Merrill Edge. Some people do Robinhood and others. I My daughter does Charles Schwab. Um, I think that you basically get the idea that whatever you're going to do as far as savings and investing, whether it be a savings account at a bank or an investment account, which I would encourage people to set up a separate savings or investment account just for them. And this is beyond just the Roths and 401ks. How do you think about your savings and what is a goal? So in this spreadsheet, it really comes down to I'm trying to show people that by doing small steps and setting small goals, by doing these baby steps, these 1% increment gains, um, attaining and building wealth, building savings over time is easily attainable. So if you go open up a brokerage account, normally a lot of people, when they first start out, they don't have a lot of money. They may have a few $100s at the best. But a lot of brokerage accounts have a minimum balance, so you can't really get big trading until you reach like 1,000 or 2,000. At least that's the way it was when I first started. But with Robinhoods and things nowadays in the 2020s, 2022 it is, they allow you to open these accounts for a lot less. So I set this spreadsheet up for $2,000. It's pretty self-explanatory as far as if you do 1% from with that 2,000, you invest it. It goes whatever you invested in, you get a 1% return. You have $12,000 and $20. That $20 is your profit from that 1%, right? Um, and of course, this is assuming that you're paying taxes separately and there's no cost for your investment. Now, a lot of this stuff early on, as far as the $20, this can be done in a savings account, right? You save $2,000 over your paycheck over time. You get a paycheck. Now we start, on level one. How much of that paycheck, first paycheck, if you're already saving up to 2,000 and you've already got some savings going, right? So you probably are going to put in more than $20 to start off on savings. But your goal for that $2,000 at 10%, what's 10% according to this spreadsheet, is 10 steps. So if we go to 10, we're at $2,209.20, right? With a $21.90 return, that would bring us up to $2,231.30. So this is the level we would be at, right? We'd be here to get to there. So we're here, we get this 1% return, we get to there. We get this 1% return right here to get to here. 1% here. So actually, it'd be $2,209. So 10% in 1 year. Can you put away $209.20 and save that in 1 year? Because then 10%, I mean, that's the average rate market return. If we go to 20%, that's going to be what? Sorry, the spreadsheet's long and kind of big. I have made it into a poster, but at 20, we're at $440.04. So it would take you for a year, 1 year savings to earn 20% on that $2,000, $440, right? So you'll congratulate yourself that you've saved an extra $400, which was 20% that year. But then if you save that out of one paycheck, let's say from work, or a couple paychecks for a month, why would you stop? Your goal is to get to the end. So as we just kind of skip down to the end, we can see these 1% increments for here. We're getting to the next level. So this is numbered because at step 1, we're at 2,000. So with that first return of 1%, 1% brings us to 2020, right? And then we have to get the 1% for the 2020, which is $20.20. So we're going here, and that gives us this. And then when that 1% is $20.40, which gives us that. So as we go down. So I'm going to go down and just kind of show you that some people, when they invest, they think that they have to invest their money in something like Robinhood. Let's say they have a Robinhood account and they invest in, GameStop, GME, GameStop. Well, it depends on what you've invested. So a lot of people think that if they put in a couple $1,000s and they buy an investment, that it should go up and make them $1 million. And obviously that's not realistic, and they find that out really quick. It's not going to do that. But what people don't realize is that what was their goal? They lose track of their goal because then they got shares and they're watching it go up and down, and they're worried about losing money once they buy it. And they're more encouraged about making money. And when they see green and they have a gain, there's nobody telling them, sell it now, right? Sell it now. What's the gain? Well, I mean, in this graph, if you are disciplined, and let's say that you have $3,500, so you're between step 56 and 57, and you've made on that investment $40 to $80, you're going to bump yourself up a couple notches, right? 2-3% return. I mean, the only thing keeping you from actually achieving that is that you have to sell and capture that. And so try not to keep it difficult on your investing. Stay focused. This is what I really try to tell people. This kind of chart spreadsheet allows people to stay focused on if they follow it through and through. Once again, the difficulties is the more you get, the harder it is to stay focused. But if you are focused, the more you get, the more incentivized. I mean, 1% of $40,000 being invested, say right here, you got 40 grand. I mean, you're really trying to look at what, 399.70 or 403. I mean, you're trying to get these as a return. You might not get that when you invest in something like if you're in GameStop, You might have a $80 gain, and you're thinking, oh, that's not enough. I need this 400. No, the $80 gain, you just take it. It's better than losing money. So sometimes you can't just go for the 403. You got to go for something smaller, whatever is more attainable. This is the one thing they don't tell you in investing. Guess what? I've invested tens of thousands of dollars, and I've eked out a gain of less than $20. But guess what? I got back to cash because there's always another investment. Now, I've also had an investment of like 15,000 that made over $1,000. So, I mean, it's kind of a catch 22. I've had a $15,000 investment made over $1,000, so it made far beyond this 152. So you can have it go both ways. You just get if you get good enough at looking at the trends and investing, and we'll go over that again sometimes later on stuff that I'm looking at on investments, then you can see the opportunities, and stocks move up and down by greater than 1% all the time. But this spreadsheet is basically kind of to give you a guide on what to do in general. You might actually have it so your savings in one area is tracked according to this, and an investment account held at another institution, maybe your savings is at Wells Fargo, and your investment is at TD Ameritrade, and you're kind of working them both according to this type of spreadsheet. This kind of gives you a mathematical outline of how you're doing and what would be your next goal. So if we go through this, it takes us all the way down. I'm going down and over. The total number of steps is 625 to go from 2,000 to over a million. So 625 steps, 625 baby steps. Once again, under 20,000 in savings and investing, those steps seem small and easily obtainable just in savings from paychecks and bonuses and things that are available to you easily and every day. You have to be a little bit more creative as far as business or investing to get through the next ones, or discipline on your savings via your checks. But anybody who would like this, please make a donation. Let's say $5. Send me an email, and I will go ahead and send you a copy of this Excel spreadsheet. Okay? And just keep focused. 625 steps to becoming a millionaire. And trust me, I mean, if you're in the 60s or 580s, you see here, I mean, your 1% of is 6,800 or 7,000. It really adds up quick if you're making that kind of gain, 1% gain on a stock. That means you have a lot of shares outstanding, and when that stock goes up a little bit or a lot, making that gain, you capture those steps. Yeah, those are the good steps, and I've made some of these bigger gains, and I've seen that, and I've made 3 or 4 times, but that's for another video. All right, take care.